6 ways to have your calls make the maximum impact. Good morning, everybody. Josh Ezell, Breakthrough Real Estate and Property Management. Hope you're having a great day. Today we are pouring through 6 tips to make your calls make the maximum impact. As realtors, we make calls every single day, and if we can become more effective on the phones, oh my gosh, think about what it can do for our careers, right? So we are still going through Asia Frost's article about the 75 stats to help you make 2020 your best sales year yet, right? So today we are going to start the sales call stats. Now these are incredible, so let's go ahead and jump right in. According to Gong's analysis of 519,000 discovery calls, that is a crap ton of calls, there's a clear relationship between the number of questions a rep asks and their chances of success. In other words, if you want your discovery call to go well, make sure you're periodically posing questions to the buyer. How does that sound to you? What are you looking for? What appeals to you most? What kind of things are most important to you in making your decision? When are you going to make your decision? I mean, there's so many calls we should ask right off the bat, right? Next, asking 15 to 18 questions over the course of your discovery call is only marginally more effective than 7 to 10. Aim for 11 to 14. So here's your simple takeaway for this one. Write down 11 to 14 questions you should ask about every single buyer, every single seller, whatever your niche is. What are the questions you should be asking people? And if you could work those into your sales calls, money in so many ways, right? All right. Wondering what to ask questions about your prospect's business pain points and objectives are closely tied to a one deal. All right. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I know you've sold your home before. What were the things you enjoyed most about that last time? And what were the things that, man alive, if you could avoid them, let's do our best. They will love to share with you those things. All right. And I bet we could probably come up with the top 3 things that they're going to say, right? So many things. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, when you purchased your last home, what were the things you loved? Oh man, what were the things that really kind of stressed you out that, you know, in a perfect world we try to avoid this time? I love these questions. All right, next one. When should you ask these questions? While average salespeople ask most of their questions at the beginning of the call, usually because they're moving through a checklist, great ones space their questions evenly throughout the meeting. This makes the conversation feel more natural and flow rather than like an interview. All right? That is so true. Natural progressions, natural conversations, build lower walls, build rapport. And that should be the goal of obviously, right? But when you're over the phone, it is very tough to get that conversation rolling, right? And that's where there's a lot of details that go into making a good phone call. Tone, posture, intonations, your overall mood. There's so many things that play into how something conveys over a phone, right? But knowing when and where to ask questions really, really helps a lot, right? So, next one for today, and I think we are going to finish up here. So, perfect. Okay. So, top performing salespeople are up to 10 times likelier to use collaborative words and phrases than low performing ones. Okay. So, what these are we, us, our, together, as opposed to you or I or me, your, right? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when we go out to find your new home, what time's better for you? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when we're looking out, would you prefer to ride in my car? Because I'd love to go together. Love these. Together works. Man, I'm having a hard time verbalizing this. By bringing 2 parties together and making them one, you become a team in whatever your goal is, right? And isn't that the goal of every single realtor, broker in particular? these aren't just clients, these aren't just people we're helping, these turn into friends and family in the long run. That is amazing. And the sooner we can get from here and here to here, the sooner you have a client for life, the sooner you have people giving you referrals. Sorry, I love being a realtor, being able to help people buy and sell their some of their biggest, most prized assets. I mean, when they buy a first home, that is huge. When they're buying their retirement home, that's huge. We are fortunate enough to help them in this process. Don't you want to be their friend? Don't you want to be their guided confidant along the way? Cat just jumped over a wall and scared me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please share your takeaways below. The phone is our biggest asset as agents. And the better we get at it, the more impact we can make and the better we can provide for our families, right? So please like, share, comment. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll talk tomorrow.